What's up, Yankees Nation? Welcome back to New York Yankees News Network, your ultimate hub for everything Bronx Bombers. We've got a red-hot lineup of updates today, all dropping fresh from just hours ago on this wild April 13th, 2025. If you bleed pinstripes, you're not going to want to miss a single second of this. Before we swing into action, do us a solid, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that bell to stay locked in with all things Yankees. Let's dive into the first update and set the stadium on fire. Update 1. Fan chaos in Houston. Trout's stolen catch. Echoes Yankees World Series drama. Yankees Nation, buckle up, because we're starting with a story that's got the baseball world buzzing, and it's hitting us right in our pinstriped hearts. Down at Dakin Park in Houston, a scene unfolded that's got every Yankees fan flashing back to the madness of last year's World Series. Angels superstar Mike Trout, yeah, the guy who's basically a highlight reel with legs, leaped for a ridiculous catch in foul territory. Astros catcher Yainer Diaz fouled one down the right field line, and Trout, doing what only Trout can, went full-on superhero mode, soaring at the wall to snag it. The ball lands clean in his glove, the crowd loses it, but hold up, an Astros fan reaches right into Trout's mitt and rips the ball out. Are you kidding me? This is straight-up deja vu of Game 4, 2024 World Series, when two of our own Yankees fans pulled the same stunt on Mookie Betts at Yankee Stadium. We're still heated about that one, right? Let's set the stage. It's the bottom of the second inning, Angels leading 2-0. Thanks to a clutch two-run single from Trout in the first. Diaz steps up against lefty Tyler Anderson, fouls one to the right field corner. Trout tracks it like a missile, times his leap perfectly. Replay shows the ball secure, glove closed. Then bam, this fan, later named Jared Whalen by The Athletic, snatches it away. Whalen's story, he says he was shielding his son from a ball zooming toward his face. Okay, we'll give him points for dad reflexes. But come on, man. You don't mess with a superstar's play. Trout was livid, storming over to the umpires, pointing at the fan who had the nerve to try handing the ball back like it was no big deal. The umps huddled up, but here's the kicker. They called it a foul ball. No catch, no interference, no replay review, nothing. Flashback to the Bronx, and Betts got the interference call, with those fans tossed and later banned indefinitely. Different ball game, different ruling, same fan frenzy. Now, why is this a Yankees story? Because it's a screaming reminder of how wild our fan base can get, and how we walk that tightrope between passion and chaos. Those World Series fans turned it into a whole debate about player safety, with Betts later saying he wanted to hurl the ball back at them, quote, "F those guys." Trout kept it cooler, nodding to Whalen's apology as security escorted the guy out. But you know he was burning inside. Whalen told The Athletic he didn't realize it was a live play, just saw a ball coming at his kid. Fair enough, but maybe leave the glove robbing to the pros next time, Jared. The silver lining for Trout? Diaz flied out to center on the very next pitch, ending the inning with the Angels still up 2. Oh, and get this. Trout entered Saturday tied for the Major League lead with 6 home runs. The guy's a machine. This whole saga's got us thinking about our own Yankees faithful. We're the loudest, proudest fans in baseball, but let's keep it real. Cheer like crazy, wave those foam fingers, but don't be that fan who crosses the line. Moments like this show how a split second can spark headlines and change a game's vibe. It's also a nod to our Bronx grit. Trout's fire mirrors the intensity we see from guys like Aaron Judge or Ben Rice, who we'll talk about later. Imagine if this happened in the Bronx. Stadium would have erupted. So, let's hear from you. What would you do if a game-changer ball came flying your way? Drop it in the comments and let's keep the convo rolling. Before we move on, let's give Trout a shout-out for shaking it off like a champ. Guys still raking, adding 2 runs batted in on Saturday and reminding us why he's one of the best. This story's got it all: drama, heart, and a little controversy. It's why we love baseball, right? Stay locked in, Yankees Nation, because we've got more heat coming your way. Update 2. Strowman sidelined. Yankees turn to AAA talent in injury shakeup. Yankees Nation, let's dive right into the next big story rocking our world today. April 12, 2025. The Bronx Bombers got hit with a curveball. Our pitcher Marcus Stroman is down, and the team's making moves to keep the rotation spinning. This one's got us all on edge, so let's break it down and see how the Yankees are swinging back. Friday night was rough at Yankee Stadium. The San Francisco Giants came to town and Strowman took the mound, but things unraveled fast. In just 2 innings, he gave up 5 runs, managing only 2 outs before the Giants lit him up in a 9-1 rout. To make matters worse, the game got suspended in the 6th due to pouring rain. Talk about a washout. After the game, Strowman reported pain in his left knee, and the medical team jumped into action with x-rays and exams. By Saturday morning, the news dropped like a bomb. Strowman's on the 15-day injured list with left knee inflammation. Ouch. Yankees Nation, this one stings. Strowman's been a warrior for us, bringing that gritty vibe to the hill. Losing him, even temporarily, is a gut punch, especially with our pitching staff already dodging bullets this season. Remember, we've been without aces like Garrett Cole and Luis Gil at points, so consistency's been a battle. But the Yankees aren't sitting back. They're calling up Allan Winans from AAA Scranton/Wilkes-Barre to fill the void. Who's Winans? Let's talk about this guy because he's stepping into some big shoes. Winans is no stranger to the big leagues, but he's had a bumpy ride. He made 8 appearances for the Atlanta Braves, going 1-4 with a 7.20 earned run average. Not exactly lights out, but dig deeper and you'll see why the Yankees are hyped. In AAA last season, he turned heads, wrapping up 2024 with a stellar 3.30 earned run average for the Rail Riders. That's the kind of steadiness we need right now. The Braves let him go in January, but the Yankees snatched him up, and now he's got a shot to shine in pinstripes. Manager Aaron Boone's keeping the faith, saying they've got to figure out a way to get it done. You hear that, nation? That's the Yankee spirit, next man up. This move's got us thinking about the bigger picture. Stroman's injury is a reminder of how brutal this season's been on our arms. Cole's had his struggles. Gil's been in and out, and now Stroman's on the shelf. It's like the baseball gods are testing us. But here's where it gets juicy. Winans isn't just a stopgap. If he can channel that AAA magic, he could be a spark for a rotation that's been up and down. Imagine him stepping up like some of our young guns have before, holding the fort until Stroman's back. And speaking of grit, doesn't this remind you of the fire we saw in guys like Trout battling through chaos in Houston? That's the kind of heart we need in the Bronx. Now let's talk about what this means for our squad. The Yankees are fighting to stay in the hunt, and every game counts. Saturday's win over the Giants, 8-4, powered by Ben Rice's monster homer, showed we've got pop. But pitching's got to hold up. Winans is walking into a high-pressure spot, facing a Giants lineup with dudes like Wilmer Flores, who's got 19 runs batted in already. No pressure, Allan. But if he can keep cool, maybe he's the unsung hero we're talking about next week. Boone's optimism is infectious, and we're ready to see Winans prove he belongs. Yankees Nation, this is where you come in. What do you think of Winans stepping up? Are you nervous about Stroman's knee or feeling good about our depth? Drop your takes in the comments because we're all in this roller coaster together. Stroman's out for now, but the man's a fighter. Bet he's itching to get back and shove. Until then, let's rally behind Winans and keep the faith. Ascot. This story's got us hyped for what's next in the Bronx. Update 3. Ben Rice ignites the Bronx. Yankees leadoff puzzle finds its spark. Yankees Nation, let's wrap this up with a bang. Our final update from April 12, 2025 is all about a young stud lighting up Yankee Stadium. Ben Rice, the guy who's turning our leadoff spot into pure dynamite. Coming off a wild weekend with fan drama in Houston and Stroman's injury shakeup, Rice is giving us plenty to cheer about. Let's dive into why this kid's got the Bronx buzzing. Saturday's 8-4 win over the San Francisco Giants was a statement, and Rice was front and center. Batting leadoff, he went 2 for 4 with a monster solo homer, his fourth of the season, crushed at 113.2 miles per hour off ex-Yankee Lou Trevino. That's the hardest he's ever hit a ball in the majors. He kicked things off with a groundout, but then drew a walk in the second, smoked a 103.2 mile per hour single in the fifth to spark a 5-run rally, and capped it with that 6th inning blast. Oh, and he nearly went deep again, lining out at 105.3 miles per hour in the 8th. Manager Aaron Boone couldn't stop raving, saying Rice controls the strike zone and is so dangerous. No kidding, Rice's numbers are wild. Through 5 leadoff starts this year, he's hitting .333 with 2 homers, a double, a triple, and 7 walks. His average exit velocity, 97.5 miles per hour, ranks in the top 1% of hitters per StatCast. His 1.121 on-base plus slugging is second only to Aaron Judge. At 26, splitting time at catcher and first base, Rice feels right at home atop the order, saying it's all about trusting the instincts. With Austin Wells and Paul Goldschmidt also crushing at leadoff, our top spot's a 3-headed beast, hitting .340 with a 1.070 on base, plus slugging through 13 games. This kid's no fluke. Even last year, when he had ups and downs, Boone saw the potential. Now, Rice's 8-game on-base streak and top-tier metrics scream superstar in the making. Compare that to the grit we saw from Trout battling fans or Winans stepping up. Rice is carrying that same Yankee fire. Yankees Nation, are you hyped for this guy? Drop your thoughts below. And that's a wrap, Yankees Nation. From Trout's chaos to Stroman's setback and Rice's heroics, our Bronx Bombers are keeping us on our toes. Thanks for riding with New York Yankees News Network. If you love this, smash that like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay locked in. Drop your hot takes in the comments. What's next for our squad? Let's keep the pinstripe pride alive. See you next time. Go Yankees!